When Steven Gerrard appeared on Rio Ferdinand's podcast, few expected such honesty from the Liverpool legend. Yet his reflections on Trent Alexander-Arnold's departure stirred emotions that ran deeper than football itself. Gerrard admitted that even he, once the symbol of unwavering loyalty, had been tempted when Real Madrid came calling. His words peeled back the curtain on the human side of the game, the struggle between heart and ambition, devotion and desire. As fans debate Trent's controversial decision, Gerrard's confession forces us to ask, what does loyalty truly mean in the modern era of football glory and global temptation?
When you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that, spitting slow, spitting fast, I could roast, I could gas, think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that...
Steven Gerrard's appearance on Rio Ferdinand's podcast offered something more than nostalgia. It was a mirror held up to modern football's moral complexity. When Gerrard said he would not have left Liverpool the way Trent Alexander-Arnold did, it was not a judgment. It was an acknowledgement of a generational shift. Gerrard, after all, lived through an era where loyalty was both a virtue and a burden. He stayed at Liverpool through the club's lowest moments, rejecting lucrative offers and enduring heartbreaks that might have broken other men. Yet even he confessed to being distracted when Real Madrid, managed by Jose Mourinho, came knocking. That rare honesty bridged the gap between legend and human being. Gerrard's revelation reframed the narrative around Trent's decision. Rather than condemning the young fullback, Gerrard offered empathy, a seasoned veteran understanding the ambitions of a modern player. He recognized the allure of playing for Real Madrid or Barcelona, clubs that have long represented the pinnacle of world football. "If I take my Liverpool hat off," Gerrard said, "any player would feel shaken when those clubs come to your door." That sentence captured the duality of every great player's journey, the conflict between belonging and becoming, between staying loyal and seeking greatness elsewhere. Trent Alexander-Arnold's move, as Gerrard implied, cannot be understood simply through the lens of betrayal. After all, Trent has achieved everything possible at Liverpool: Champions League, Premier League, domestic cups and global recognition. For a player who has conquered his boyhood dreams, the temptation to pursue a new challenge abroad is almost inevitable. Gerrard recognized that too. He admitted that even though his Liverpool hat screams loyalty, the part of him that once considered Madrid understands the appeal. It is the eternal paradox of elite sport. The higher you climb, the harder it becomes to resist the next mountain. What makes Gerrard's comments so compelling is his ability to separate emotion from logic, even if only momentarily. When he speaks as Steven Gerrard the fan, he cannot comprehend leaving Liverpool, the club that shaped his identity, the city that worships him. But when he speaks as Steven Gerrard the professional, the football mind stripped of sentiment, he acknowledges the pragmatic truth. Real Madrid and Barcelona are gravitational forces in the football universe. To be wanted by them is not just flattery, it's validation of greatness. Gerrard's empathy towards Trent is born from that recognition, that understanding that every player, no matter how devoted, dreams of testing himself at the highest possible level. Still, Gerrard did not shy away from labelling Trent's decision a gamble. He's taking a big risk. Gerrard admitted, and he's right. Leaving Liverpool, one of Europe's most consistent powerhouses under Jurgen Klopp, for a new project means stepping into the unknown. At Anfield, Trent was not just a player. He was an icon, a symbol of Scouse excellence and a future captain in waiting. In Madrid or elsewhere, he will be another star among stars, a new face in a galaxy already crowded with egos and expectations. The transition will demand not only skill, but also emotional resilience, something Gerrard knows all too well from his years at the top. The parallel Gerrard drew between Trent and himself was fascinating. When Real Madrid approached Gerrard during Mourinho's reign, the club asked him to make certain gestures to force the move. Gerrard refused. That resistance, that unwillingness to compromise his principles, became part of his legend. For Gerrard, staying at Liverpool was not just about loyalty, it was about identity. The club was an extension of who he was, his success, his failures, his scars. Trent's choice, therefore, represents a different kind of courage, the bravery to walk away from comfort, to risk legacy for reinvention. Gerrard understands that, even if his heart disagrees. Football today is not the same as it was during Gerrard's prime. The sport has become more global, more commercialized, and more fluid. Players grow up idolizing multiple clubs, influenced by social media and international tournaments. The lines of loyalty have blurred. Gerrard's Liverpool was built on community and emotion. Trent's generation operates in a world where ambition is measured by global exposure and personal milestones. When Gerrard said, "If I take my Liverpool hat off," he was acknowledging that the old codes no longer apply in the same way. The modern player's loyalty is often to his career rather than to his club. Yet, even within that realism, Gerrard's tone was not bitter. He praised Trent's technical ability with genuine admiration, calling him one of the best passers he has ever seen, on par with Beckham or Scholes. Coming from Gerrard, that is no small compliment. It was also a reminder that his critique came from love, not resentment. He wants Trent to succeed, even if he would have chosen differently. In essence, Gerrard's message was a fatherly warning. Greatness can be both a gift and a trap. There was also a sense of melancholy in Gerrard's reflection. As he spoke about Trent's move, he revisited his own career. The near transfers, the trophies missed, the nights of triumph and despair. It was as though he saw in Trent a version of himself at a crossroads, faced with the same temptations but in a different era. His voice carried both pride and wistfulness, as if he envied Trent's courage while mourning the simplicity of a time when loyalty defined legacy. In Gerrard's world, staying was the ultimate act of love. In Trent's world, leaving might be the ultimate act of ambition. Ultimately, Gerrard's interview highlighted a truth that extends beyond football. Every generation redefines its own values. Loyalty, ambition, success, these are not fixed ideals, but evolving concepts shaped by time and circumstance. Gerrard's loyalty made him a legend. Trent's ambition may yet do the same. The difference lies not in right or wrong, but in the way each man chooses to chase fulfillment. By admitting his own doubts and temptations, Gerrard humanized the debate. He reminded us that even legends are vulnerable to dreams that lie beyond their comfort zones. And in that honesty, he bridged the gap between past and present, between the Liverpool that was and the football world that is.
Can erase all the past and the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know.
Steven Gerrard's reflections on Trent Alexander-Arnold's move go beyond football headlines. They reveal the eternal struggle between passion and progress. His words remind us that loyalty is never absolute, and ambition is never wrong. Both can coexist within the same heart. Gerrard chose to stay and became a symbol of devotion, while Trent chose to leave and chase a new horizon. Time will judge whose path leads to greater fulfillment. But in the end, Gerrard's empathy proves that true legends understand both choices, because they know how heavy the shirt feels when love for the club meets the lure of the world.
Always be a bit superior, get off of me. This ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got.